Today is Friday, March the 6th, 2026. We're going over the main line here at Knickerbocker Avenue. We're going to be seeing an M3's set working his train 1946 today from Penn Station to Ronkonkoma. Apparently, yesterday, I was going to be filming 4953, but the set broke down at Ronkonkoma Yard, and they took one of the pairs off of that set. Supposedly 99, 37, and 38 broke down, which was the west pair. He took that set out this morning. It's train 1917. And so they were able to get that set out with the 9909 leading. Should be the west motor of this M3 set, as 9898 is the leader of this 10-car M3 set that will be coming into Ronkonkoma. We're going to be going to Ocean Avenue. We're going to be filming it. And supposedly later, I may be going to Central Islip, as train 1060 will have a 12-car set led by 9944, which is coming out of Shea Yard, is 4367, and the 9835 on the west end. As train 1946 gets to Ronkonkoma at 4:41, departure at 3:20. So we'll be seeing it at Ocean Avenue. Train 1962 will be coming into the station at Ronkonkoma. We're watching train 1963 depart right now off of number 1. The station does get a little crazy at this time. It gets a lot worse towards the 6-7 o'clock hour as more trains coming through. Light at Pond Road looks like it's green. And we do have an eastbound coming in. Supposedly that will be train 1962, as 1963 departs. It's a local train between Ronkonkoma and Penn Station here. 1962, we will pass. After 1962, train 2060 from Grand Central to Ronkonkoma will be going by here. Looks like 1962 has an M9 set once again. Yesterday at the 9096 leading 12 cars. As 1962 passes, 9122 is the leader with 10 cars. Time now 4:19. We just got to Ocean Avenue. The gates just went down again after 1963 departed. Looks like we're going to have 2060 coming through here right now. '60 will be going into the station on number 1 and will be going into Ronkonkoma Yard. 1962 will be going into Ronkonkoma, turning around. This has a New York crew on it. Going back is train 4955, then train 1064 later, and then this crew will take another round back to New York. This equipment actually makes 3 round trips. Starts off out of West Side Yard. Does the trains that I mentioned. We'll make another run west. Usually comes back east is either 1980 or 1982. Time now 4:33. We're going to be watching 4955 with the M9 set that came in as train 1962 come through. This M9 set's actually showing 12 cars when originally it was showing 10. 9123 is the leader of this set. And this train came in a short time ago as train 1962 as we passed it. Going to this general location. Right afterwards, we'll make the walk We'll make the walk over to the crossing to watch 1946, the M3's set. And it is 12 cars in this M9 set. 9123 is the leader on the west end, 9122 on the west end. 9122 on the east end. Alright, time now is 4:37. Gates just went down again. Completely forgot that 4957 is going to be going by here. M3 set is not quite here as of yet and is running 5 minutes late out of Brentwood. Another M9 set. $49.57 basically right on the heels of $49.55. You just slept moments ago. This should be 10 cars. 9187, this is a 12-car set. 9187, 88, 90, 59. The part of the Christmas set. 1946 is in the background. Coming through Central Islip right now. The headlights are there. 2957 usually becomes train 1166 to Wantor. As we noticed, the first two pairs of this M9 set was a part of the 8-car Christmas set. It ran during the holidays. We should be seeing 1946 soon. It's just got the Central Islip now. Scheduled arrival time of 1946 is 4:41. They'll be running about 4 or 5 minutes late at the arrival of Ronkonkoma. All right, time now is 4:41. It appears that we have a third M9 set coming out of the yard around Ronkonkoma that will become train 1965, which is the 4:49 departure. M3's set for train 1946 is making a hot shot. He'll be coming here shortly. He's not playing around as he's about to hit the hill to arrive around Ronkonkoma. Here he comes. Time now, 4:42. Once again, 9898 is the leader. with 10. $19.46, Penn Station to Ronkonkoma. This equipment will be going into the yard, supposedly coming out later is $49.59. If it doesn't lay up, supposedly this is not the same M3 set that we saw this morning. This is a different M3 set, actually. Actually, it is the same M3 set. You did have the 991009 within. It looks like they changed around the set at West Side Yard. All right, we're overlooking Central Islip Station. We're going to be watching train 1060 with that M3 set led by 9944 with 12 cars. We're also going to be seeing a touch of Fettuccini Alfredo for train 1974, which is running with an M7 set with 10 cars. Train stopping at Jamaica, Brentwood, Central Islip, and Ronkonkoma. It is a very hot train. That train, along with train 2068, are the two hot shots to Ronkonkoma from either Penn Station or Grand Central. As we're seeing train 1060 from Penn to Ronkonkoma, we'll be seeing train 1971 come through. 1971 is the local between Ronkonkoma and Penn Station. All right, time now 6:29. We're watching train 1971 coming down from Ronkonkoma, coming down the hill. Departure here at Central Islip is 6:33, right on time. Train 60 will be arriving at 6:36. To now 6:32, and here comes 1971. Looks like we have an M7 set on this one. So believe it or not, this is an M9 set for this one. cars on the rear. 1060's coming into the station now. The gates will be staying down for that one. And here's 9944, the leader of this M3's set. As he's quickly closing the doors and making his move. $99.44, $99.43, $98.08, $98.07, $98.40, $98.39, $99.16, $99.15, $98.74, $98.73, $98.36, $98.35. And this is train 1060, Penn Station to Ronkonkoma. By the way of Shea Yard, is 4367. Most likely this equipment will be laying up in Ronkonkoma Yard for the weekend. So now 6:45, we're going to be seeing train 2068 from Grand Central to Ronkonkoma. This train stopping at Jamaica Wine Dance, Deer Park, Brentwood, Central Islip, and Ronkonkoma. As the next train after that will be train 1974. Apparently there was some switch issues at Floral Park, as right now he is 16 minutes late going through Belrose because to the account of the switch issue. It's causing the train ahead of it, train 1062, which is being held at Floral Park. More than likely, he's going to be backed up. Train 1062 usually goes through number 2 track east, and he's being held at Floral Park due to the account of the switch problem. 1974, finally on the move, as he is proceeding east on number one track on the main. So it seems like the issue is happening at Park Interlocking, which is the interlocking just east of Floral Park, which is the switch that connects the main line 2 to Hempstead 1. Going through there used to be just Hempstead 1 before the switch got installed. And it's now time now 6:47 is train 2068 is now arriving. $15.68, which is also being held, and 1064 right behind it is going through Floral Park at slow speed. And here's 2068 coming into the stop at the 10 car marker over here. The next train after this one will be train 1974, as train 1062 is being held due to the switch issue at Floral Park. $70.24 is the leader with 10 cars on this one. We're going to be seeing westbound train 2065 on Ronkonkoma to Grand Central at 7:03 with an M7 led by 71 at 29. Currently 1974 is 18 minutes late going through Park 3 Interlocking. Time now is 7:01. And train 2065 now making its arrival here. Looks like we have equipment. And that was train 2065, Ronkonkoma to Grand Central. Train 1062 looks like got canceled out at LIRR Park due to the equipment issue, as an extra set of equipment got summoned out between Shea Yard and Ronkonkoma as equipment, or perhaps backed up to Queens Interlocking. It's running out to Ronkonkoma. And sure enough, train 1062 has been canceled. As it appears that those passengers from that train are now on train 1974, and it's going to be making the stops of train 1062. It just says we're waiting for Fettuccini Alfredo to arrive, as he is the engineer today of train 1974. He's just about to get into Farmingdale 17 minutes late, as he was 17 minutes late out of Bethpage. He's still going to be making his regular scheduled stops as passengers for supposedly the passengers for the canceled train 1062 is on train 1064, which is the local from Penn Station to Ronkonkoma. There is another M3's set out and about, one running out of Brooklyn to Jamaica. The other one running to Babylon is train 298 from Brooklyn to Babylon. And it appears that train 284 from Brooklyn to Freeport, also running with an M3, 9936 to lead with 8. That train is a revenue run to Freeport and then deadheads to Babylon Yard before it makes another run west to Penn Station as train 195. Perhaps that equipment may be going out to Ronkonkoma for the weekend and will be an 8-car set going to Brooklyn on Monday morning. We will
Back
see.
on the platform here on the south side, we'll be watching for train 1974 come. Fettuccini Alfredo is going to be the engineer of this train, supposedly going to be arriving here in 7 minutes. This train's running 15 minutes late due to the account of the switch issue at Floral Park. Train 1062 was canceled at Floral Park due to the switch issue as the train got stuck at Park Interlocking. Park 1 Interlocking, which is the connecting track between Main Line 2 and Hempstead 1. Fettuccini Alfredo is running an M7 set tonight. One of the premier engineers of the Long Island Railroad. This will cap my evening of watching trains. More so watching some of these M3's that ran, 2 of them. And the possibility we might be seeing another M3 equipment go to KO over the weekend. As you're taking a look at Lowell Avenue in the intersection of Suffolk Avenue. As a result of the delays, we'll be seeing if trains running at least 15 to 20 minutes late because of the issues. 1064 is running 20 minutes behind 1974. And again, this train will be arriving in 7 minutes.
Will depart in 3 minutes on platform B.
We'll have a better idea what's going on. As my buddy Joe has just messaged me now to let me know that he will see me as he is riding the train with the Fettuccini. Time now 7:17 as he's just departed Brentwood. Basically making a highball all the way from Floral Park to Brentwood. Means he is basically getting through, I wouldn't say at the maximum authorized speed, but you know how that goes. Time now 7:18. Gates are coming down for 1974. And the Fettuccini at the controls. Rounds of Fettuccini Alfredo. It's the best of engineers dims the headlights the way it ought to be. Rounds of Fettuccini Alfredo.